All right, segue to the reggae school Jamaican football report, family. Let's start off with the reggae girls. Uh, reggae girls picked up. This is the yard baller segment of the show. Reggae girls picked up a few. Got defeat. Well,
Get a three-piece meal.
yeah, I was about trying looking for the right words. We're defeated by France. There is a bit of question around um, Hubert
Approach.
Busby Jr. I mean, there is a bit of question around his tactics, around the coaching staff, and etc. etc. I mean,
I think there should be questions around people's heads. And and
um,
and whoever questioned it, what did you expect? I mean,
3-0, yeah.
but what did we expect to happen? You, you don't have a system, you don't have a style of play. You just put a bag of people together 1 week before a game, or not even 1 week, couple days before a game, and say let's implement tactics and go up against a team that has an established way of playing football. We will forever be at that level that we are until we change the way how we approach building these teams. You're
Rebecca
not.
Spencer, Hines, Swaby, sisters Blackwood, Sampson, Primus, Brown, Cameron, Hales, and McKenna were the starting players. The way I look at this football game is basically this. I mean, you played France in France. I didn't expect you to win. These football games for me, for the reggae girls, ultimately is all about experience. Now, I do agree that it's important to it's important to build a winning culture. It's important to emphasize winning football games. And you build a winning culture by winning games. And no matter which games, friendly games, because the more games you win, the more of these things then, fall in line. But um, this this game against the French team, I mean, some players got some valuable minutes, some new players came in. That is my takeaway from this game. I don't the score is not a big deal to me.
It
As
is.
long as them not get 10 or 12, and they didn't do that. So players got
But
a chance to put on the shirt and start again. I mean, and these are things to build on, grow on for other upcoming friendly games in the next window, in the November window.
I would love strategy in the way how our national teams build their teams. And I don't miss me with the foolishness about not having money, miss me with the foolishness about not having resources. You have opportunities to play games. Yes, you don't have the resources to have a 2 week or a 3 week camp. You can't afford it, you can't, and the players themselves are not available. Your top players, right? So how do you build a team and build a culture and build a style of play with those um, issues? Simple. If you have 2 games in a window, yes, you want to play against the France of the world for exposure. It's an exposure game more than building continuity. But your second game, play against Trinidad, play against Cayman Islands, play against Guyana, play against a team that you can win and beat. That's the reason why you had practice games. That's the reason why you have scrimmages. It's so that you can iron out some things that you want to iron out. You can implement some things that you want to implement. It makes no sense playing against a team that you have to game plan against and then go out there and think you're going to build continuity. That is just stupidity. And we keep doing this. The one proven method that we have, you play practice games against teams that you can win or teams that are on your level, and that's how you build style. If I, case in point, you play against France, I got 2 games, right? They're going to end up playing. Then you come around now and play a World Cup qualifier. Busby can't come out now and say, yo, we're going to play against Costa Rica, guys, but we're going to play the same way we play against France. No, you can't play that way. It's two different teams, and you have a better chance in Costa Rica, so you're going to be more attacking. Okay, so what style we're going to play, coach? Let's implement it right now. That could have been implemented 4 or 5 practice games ago. We try it, and then we have things on paper or things on video that I can see what needs to be tweaked. Why would I do that? It's just
I see. All right, I see some of the thought process regarding playing a team like France. You're playing superior competition, so essentially, you want to essentially push your players against the best, right? Because I think Greg Berhalter's U.S. men's national team suffered from playing weaker competition to build their status in the FIFA ranking, but when they came up to playing the upper echelon teams, they failed. And so there is, and the reason why I use the Greg Berhalter U.S. men's national team is because it's something that just came to mind. So the idea that the reggae girls to play the Caymans of the world, yeah, there's attributes to that because you're getting your winning culture, but you really want to test yourself against these really big teams because, at some point in the global tournament, you're going to see these teams. And
how about test yourself when you're ready?
Yeah?
How about testing yourself when you are ready?
We're ready now.
No, they're not. You can't do. No, the hell you're not. You're not ready to play against France at France.
We drew with France in the World Cup, so we were ready to play against France.
With this, if not the World Cup side, you have new players you're trying to incorporate.
Yes.
You're going to bring in a new player and say, you play like that over here, come play like this here. Oh, yes. By the way, you played against superior France.
No. We're incorporating new players, a new coach, and new system. So we can test this out against France. Now let's see if Busby is the man for the job. I big up to Yawd at Yawd on X, who highlighted the number of games under Busby, the number of goals conceded by the Reggae Girls. Is it too late to make any sort of, or too early to make any sort of broad assessment of Busby's ability to coach his team?
It depends on your expectation, because that's the reason why we moved on.
Well, the expectation is that he was brought in, this team, this group, went to the round of 16 in the World Cup. And you have added in more pieces, more talented players. So your group, your pool, essentially should have gotten better. Now, the question I have is that how is the pool better and you're still relying on the same usual suspect? Because I think there needs to be a fundamental shift in the way this team is played, in the way this team is selected, i.e., merit-based sort of selection. And big up to my family, Swaby sisters. But Alison, if you're not playing a ball, you have got a rub bench. I mean, I just that me say. And Alison knows that she have to hold herself accountable and want to be held accountable. But will the coaching staff look at Alison Swaby when she don't play well and say, yo, Alison, you're a veteran, but you got rub bench in this big game. And then who is the next person up? You see me, it's all those things need to kind of get figured out, because it's only then you can truly have a really competitive outfit, when you know that every person, everyone knows them have a valuable role and them ready to contribute and push each other.
Right. I agree.
All right.
I agree, but good luck finding that with these games.
Yes. All right, so Reggae Girls picked up 3 regarding Jamaican football report. So watch the space. They have games in the November window when they'll play South Africa. And
I thought they played another game. Oh, yeah, November.
Yeah, November 29 they play South Africa, and December they play South Africa. So that's it for this window. So then the next window, then we'll see what going on. So. Yeah. Jamaican Premier League update, family. I could just go over quickly over the Jamaican Premier League, see what's going on regarding score updates over there. So, my Lions, Humble Lion coach. Yo, coach, what coach name Humble Lion? Are you a bridging there? The coach, the coach at Humble Lion said he needs some passion or something from the side. They got the passion. They defeated my Lions 1-0. Dumbo Holden defeated Harborview 1-0. Mount Pleasant 1-0 over Tivoli, and Portmore and Mobile United 4 minutes in 0-0 so far, family.
Yeah.
And in Jamaican schoolboy football, just quickly, you saw the reports this week about allegations of favoritism and gamesmanship, and some even went as far as scammers.
It is stupid.
So those, for context, is important for those of football family who watch or follow Jamaican football. The Cornwall College game in the Costa Cup action, Cornwall College was playing, I don't remember who Cornwall College was playing. But Cornwall College needed a victory in the football game, and they were down. It was 0-0, and the team took off its best players, and in the 80-something minute, and Cornwall College ended up winning the game for. The Cornwall College won the game, subsequently caused the elimination, I think, of Russies. And I think Russies is saying that, yo, Wagwan. I think the school that Cornwall College played a Spot Valley or something. Junior, I mean, is this unusual for schoolboy football to have these allegations? In how many years of following schoolboy football, this is probably one of the first seasons, Jamaican schoolboy football, where I'm hearing all these little things around the thing.
So that right there is the problem. God, this has been going on for years. And coaches, admins, they've all filed complaints back and forth. And most of them have been frivolous. The blame for this conversation right now needs to go to the feet of the media and the reporter. Obviously, this is a young reporter, or is the reporter trying to find some hype somewhere? Because it's one thing to say you're reporting the facts, but if it's something that you cannot prove, or if it's something that you can easily prove, this is misguided. It should not be reported, because now it creates this rhetoric where you still don't ask questions, right? Because I think ISA's president came out and denied.
Yeah, there's also another allegation regarding it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and he's ironically the principal of the school that the allegation is against. And again, the reporter, why report this? Like, what is the goal of reporting this? You're not going to find any great scoop and anything where people going to say, oh, I never saw that coming. The schedule is set. They know the schedule. If you finish second in the zone, you go play over yourself. Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about a team getting eliminated because another team sell out the game? Why you never win your game then when you do have to depend on another team? Why are we looking to shift blame to something else? If a man wants to spend some money or leverage some way to get you out, it is what it is, brother. Go out of your yard and come back next year. Is it right? No. Is it fair? No. But it is what it is. It's part of sports. It's part of competition. At any means necessary, you try to win.
It's a president rubbish the favoritism claims. Talking
about, yeah. And why them not play against a Clarendon school? It's like, come on, man. The schedule is already set, and like him said in the report, you know the schedule. And we tell you what the schedule is from way out. And this is second round. It's not like say it's the first group round. You have to be placed in certain positions so you know. Now, granted, there are ways you can stack the schedule certain way that things can, like what happened in the Gold Cup, America will never play against Mexico unless it's in the final. I'm going to keep telling you this, I don't believe it.
So then how y'all come forward about this?
But
But the coach need to move on. The coach highlight certain things, the principal highlight certain things that he saw as injustice.
But you know the schedule from before. Why wait until he come back for bite you?
Because now it bite him.
Well, your fault. Call it from early.
Manchester High School principal Jasper Gabriel that there's a lack of impartiality when it comes to St. Elizabeth Technical in the Doncaster Cup competition. Gabriel accused Wellington, who is also the principal of Stets.
Yeah.
This is why the problem exists. Because you have the president of ISA, who is also the principal of the school in the competition. So you're going to have, even though they might not be anything involved in this whole thing, but if there's any inkling of any sort of nefarious or bad mind or impartiality are going, the man they are going to run, the opponents are going to run. And clearly Manchester High's principal, Mr. Gabriel, is running with it. I don't think this is any different from the Cavalier and Speed and JFF Sata saga.
And maybe there's something to be said about Jamaica having British ties and not having American ties, because the way America does their hierarchical system with the checks and balances is easy to implement, and Jamaica should do the same thing. Why have one president? That person should represent the board, and the board should be all principals at the school, and you have different groups of principals that are responsible for different groups of things, and they have a democratic vote, and you vote up on certain things and you keep it moving.
Yeah.
It should have been a president. Brother,
and I think they have that process, but we don't know how Jamaica work. We don't know if everything is a hookup, aka almost scamming capital in the Caribbean. So anything that is out of pocket, then Jamaicans have the question in mind. Say, yo, something fishy around the center of it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but it's a cultural thing. If you don't accept, say, boy, the other people don't, the other teams are in it genuinely abiding by the rules. But if you don't accept that, and when your team gets put out or get unfavorable schedule, then because of a cultural other thing simmering, then you're going forward with it. Because Mr. Gabriel quickly wants to point out Stats, St. Elizabeth Technical High School has gotten a favorable schedule, and St. Elizabeth Technical High School is the principal is the president of the school-wide organization. So I get, hey.
It's just madness to me.
It doesn't. Let's just trust the process, people. But regarding the Cornwall College Cornwall College that we spoke about, just to highlight, Kemsill was 4 points, Rossi's 4 points, 2 games to go, 2 games. Cornwall 2 points. Cornwall versus Pat Valley 0-0. 20 minutes leave is when after the Kem Hills game and Rossi's game ended, then they made the modifications and subsequently Cornwall won the game. I mean, this is probably more entertaining for schoolboy football on itself. Cause who want to watch Kemsill? I'm sorry. Big up to all the students of Kemsill or whatever. But
all 20 of them that watch football.
Or is Rossi's? Who want to go? I think a lot of people. Rossi's is the one who have gotten knocked out. But yeah, that's it for Yawd ballers. No other in the Manning Cup. situation, Mona does look the part. We don't really want to go over the top and give them so much hype, but Junior, the man them look like a big side. They fixed up San Diego, I think 6-0 yesterday or Friday.
I want the Charges. I want the Charges. Campion, give them 3 love.
Yeah, so I mean, is it? I'm not gonna say it, but is it possible that Mona could be, if they win, Mona could be mirroring one of those great Manning Cup schools or Manning Cup runs or Manning Cup teams? This would be a repeat if they do go on to win. And the way they dismiss some of these teams that are supposed to be competitive says that they look like they're building something very special over there.
You try to insinuate a dynasty?
No. I mean, we have to look at the data, but once we get to that end point. But
that's about all time. You want to say them all time?
No. We're not on this. We're not gonna give Mona them type of credit there. But the way they move past this, and again, you know what? Let me quit while ahead.
Yes.
Let me quit while ahead. Because they haven't won anything other than one Money Cup. So let me quit.
Exactly.
Let me quit while ahead. Any other news you want to highlight from Yawd ballers before we go my Yawd family?
That.
You know, no, yep. Any other statement, any other ballers you want to highlight before we take ourselves?
Ten Hag still not fired yet, so Ten Hag watches are still on.
What?
I'm just waiting. Now you say anything else, that's what me waiting on.
What? What, Junior? What exactly? What?
Ten Hag isn't fired yet, so I'm just waiting.
Okay. All right, football family, that's it for today's show. We're going to wrap up Gloria. We tried a different format. Let us know if the new format works or you want us to keep the Ballers and Bugs segment by itself. We try something new in terms of incorporating the Ballers and Bugs in the show, the main body of the show. Football family, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to tell a friend about the show. We do this again every Sunday during the club football season. We recap the show. Connect with recap the world of football the week that was. By the way, big up to Kerala Blasters Junior in the Indian Premier League. We're going to do hashtag Kerala Blaster. Which other show you get Kerala Blaster? And it's sort of highlight here. And let's make sure it's the Kerala Blaster one before we pick them up. Kerala Blaster played Bangalore. What? What? No, hold on. Kerala got 3-1. Yo, Kerala Blasters, big up Bangalore. Kerala Blasters got 3-1. Connect with us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. We're on X at Ball Chat 1. Facebook at Ball Chat. We're on TikTok at Ball Chat _podcast. You can email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. Yo, we're gonna